What you talking about? Is Jaden Blaze?
I am a prisoner. I do 23 years.
No, in an episode
Mr. Government,
we
I
got talk
need my
about a
parole.
prisoner.
Please
We
and
make a video
thanks.
saying that other prisoners and warders are at risk if Andrew Holness and the Governor General no look for fee parole and the other prisoners who are eligible for parole no. Like also I'm gonna say a pastor all the way in Kenya we are preach about Vybz Kartel and his release. And I'm going to say Wagwan. Of course, drop a like on the video, drop a comment in the comment section, and of course, share the video. Look on Wagwan.
I am a prisoner. I do 23 years. Mr. Government, I need my parole. Please and thanks.
My biological father. I'm going to tell you about my adopted father. I was trained by my adopted father to be disciplined. I was trained by my adopted father to fight for my rights whenever I'm right. I was trained by my adopted father to humble myself whenever I'm wrong. That was instilled in me from I was a toddler. So when it comes to my rights, I will never stop fighting. As long as I am right in the sight of man and God, I will never stop fighting. These youths need parole. The prison is tearing down. Don't play with my parole. A lot of prisoners and warders will die. Start the process now. I command you and the Governor General to start the process now. Run a survey and see all who's ready for parole, who's eligible, and start giving these youth parole. Stop sending prisoner to prison for 6 months and things like that. The prison is tearing down. You understand? My adopted father trained me for this moment from I was a toddler. I was trained to endure suffering.
No, really, I go on. And it's like how the other man there did mask up his face. And me as a law enforcement already identify him and locate him. Already find him. Even when the mask up. This individual is already in prison. And him now mask him face. Him now hide him identity. Him also say more the government for look into his case itself. And also the case of other prisoners. And this is what I want to know. The people them go on the media live and I tell the government what them plan to do. What them do? Strong arm the government. At this we see I take place on the video right now. Tell me what you think. So brother I say if the people them need to get parole and get parole, things are going to go on inside the prisons. You also say them now take care of the prison for infrastructure. Yeah, they must say the building itself is crumbling. On to the other stories that make headlines today. Tell me your thought. Drop a comment in the comment section. On to the next one. Well, I guess this is what people mean when them say Vybz Kartel is a global superstar. Not the only global superstar in a Jamaican music. When I say Jamaican music, I mean reggae and dancehall. But in this day and age, Vybz Kartel is definitely one of those names. Now, a pastor in Kenya, while delivering his sermon, Vybz Kartel was a name. I'm going to hear all the one and then we will continue reasoning. Look and listen.
Something is coming. And you know, nothing, the things of the earth have a way of showing you a little about the things of the spirit. And because we don't want to be at people, you know, our generation does not understand much. There are things we don't want to say much. We'll only say them passing. You know, the release of a certain individual in the spirit realm, a spirit was released. And what shocks me is that Christians are celebrating. Oh. And when I saw it, I said, Lord, what does this mean? He said, it's not him. It's the spirit that he represents. And so in the physical, you are just seeing a man leaving a prison. What has really left the prison is a prince. You know, I see Kenya. Kenya likes, most of the time we like copying things. You know, the other day, and I don't say what I've not studied. The other time, you notice, a while back, there was a place they started calling Gaza. Is it true? Go study where it came. That was the ruling prince that, you know, that place, he was such a mighty ruler that they divided Gaza. There were two realms. Go study them. And so everywhere in the world, they had a Gaza section. And young people thought it was just a cliche, Gaza. And so you see their ghetto is called Gaza. And you know, when we say these things, stop hating. What is there to hate? I have received a kingdom that cannot be moved. What is there to hate? And so anytime there is an atmospheric pressure, in order for something to bend, it shows in the physical. I've shouted this thing again. So now the release of that man, it was not a man that was being released. Remember, the man is the altar. And as long as he's there, you have chained a spirit. Just by looking at those people, you can see the spirit. How blind are you? And that was a sign how from the same release, spirits will be released. That was the sign of how spirits are released. Because men are altars. And spirits require men to implement agendas. And you thought you could chain him for long? Watch and see the darkness that is going to come. Watch and see what your children will be contending with.
Now from the other day, see all the warnings and messages and advice on social media. For Vybz Kartel in particular. But it's at the first one, I say all the way. Where? Yeah, and this one wasn't even necessarily advice. But all the way from Kenya, my father, but all the way in Africa. And me would have said, one of the reasons why this pastor added Vybz Kartel name in the ceremony, and in the sermon rather, is because in Kenya, Vybz Kartel clearly is one of those musical icons. And one of them people away, the people in Kenya are listen, them familiar with the name. He would mention a name to people when nobody not familiar with. Think about it. Why would I mention an artist where nobody don't know? The reason why I'm choosing to mention Vybz Kartel is because Vybz Kartel is an artist where clearly the whole of Kenya. And listen, it's serious. No wonder people are say Vybz Kartel show. And the fact say Vybz Kartel already say in a Christmas, he want to keep it. Sting a wonder, Leng a wonder. What go really go on? Remember what he go on when Vybz Kartel iconically say him not go sting. He might keep him own show at the building. During that time, the fans of patrons of dancehall were confused. Where they never go? And most people chose to go with Vybz Kartel leader. Vybz Kartel just get released from prison recently. This is gonna be his first concert. You feel like people are gonna want. Ooh! Sting promoters are gonna really book where I can draw a bigger crowd than Vybz Kartel. Lenga get Drake. Still gonna get Beyonce. The list short, you know. I don't know a whole heap of people. On the Jamaican island, we can draw a bigger crowd than Vybz Kartel. Freedom concert. And it's a task. I don't even think Beyonce them and Drake them are take no bookings like that. Them not do it. So clearly, you have no lineup of artists where any other promoter could have. Where we are going to draw more of a crowd than that of a Vybz Kartel concert. And we are Kenya past talk about Vybz Kartel. We are Kenya. People from Africa are flying. People from North America are flying. Canada are flying. You know, North America see me. Europe fans. Let's not forget fans from Europe. Want the Vybz Kartel Asian fans. Want the Super Dupes them. Want the Mighty Crown them. Vybz Kartel say yo, they might need to build some new runways at the airport. And that's true. You know, think about what I said to him. Think about what I said to him. Now, of course, I don't know. Sting probably still keep like always. We don't hear which date. Longer plan. We don't know which date. We know which date Sting and keep on. We don't know which date Vybz Kartel have for the Freedom Concert. We're still not sure that it. We know the Freedom Concert in December. We know the month. That part of the date they said. But as to say which particular day, we don't know. We don't know. And then again, I have to keep in mind, if during December, Vybz Kartel have a plan to do the whole Caribbean. You know? This island, that island. You know what I mean? And do the Caribbean, look at the tour first, and then go North America. See me to see Buju do it. But Buju do film first show at Jamaica long before him reach North America and do the big North American show him do recently. So it can go either way. But one thing for sure though, Vybz Kartel, world boss. I don't know if I him give himself that name there specifically. Or if just the people around him. You know, when we hear to him himself we are state, so we always say Vybz Kartel is the world boss. But yo, as a dancehall artist, he's not an artist so we can say yo, over there so people know him and around there so people know him. Yo, are globally people love Vybz Kartel. Globally. We can see it. Yeah, you have people that like Vybz Kartel too. And that go hand in hand with people like him. Remember, you have the people that like you and the people that don't like you. So that go hand in hand. But when we talk about dancehall popularity, relevance in the music industry, somebody who the people know and recognize worldwide for his artistry, Vybz Kartel. You have other artists so them have them fan base and people like them and people like to say this and say that, but one thing for sure, there is no comparison. Yeah, there is no comparison. We don't see no artists where forward in the game after Vybz Kartel, we do it like Vybz Kartel. Tell the truth. You don't see no artists in the game we forward after Vybz Kartel, we do it like Vybz Kartel. But talk to me in the comment section and tell me what you think. If you're new to the channel as I pass through, click the subscribe icon and then the bell icon, and of course put it on all. And this is how you know will be notified of all fresh content as soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you right here upon the platform. The like icon is also in close proximity to the share icon. Drop a like and bust a share. And tell a friend, tell them, sister and them, brother them, to check out the channel, check out the reasoning, and also join the discussion. The comment section open 24/7. It never lucky yet. All you have to do, I'll be respectful and mindful of the guidelines. But other than that, you can drop your thoughts, your comments, and yes, your opinions there. And we can continue the reasoning via the comment section. And of course, my sentiments for you and yours is for you to live, love, and prosper, and for you to stay tuned. Now, a quick recap. A man from prison, he must say the government and the government in general need to look into parolees. A pastor in Kenya, Vybz Kartel, was a part of his sermon. All the way in Africa. Talk to me in the comment section. Tell me what you think. Now, until the reason again. My sentiments for you and yours are for you to live, love, and prosper, and for you to stay tuned.